Formula 1 continues its run in Europe and heads to Austria for the Red Bull Ring for the 8th race of the season. Lewis Hamilton achieved his first Grand Prix victory for Ferrari after winning the Barcelona Grand Prix with a statement drive. It was the first time a non-Mercedes driver has won a race this season, and Silver Arrows were unable to answer him. George Russell was on pole, finished behind Hamilton in second, while his title-leading teammate Kimi Antonelli suffered an electrical shutdown in the closing stages. Seven-time world champion Hamilton is 41 points behind Antonelli in the championship and is now posed as a title contender. So yeah, there's lots to look forward to coming into this weekend. But before we get into that, we're going to start off with the times for this weekend. In the UK, practice 1 is at 12:30, practice 2 at 4, and then it's an hour earlier for the Saturday running in those two sessions, with the Grand Prix getting underway another hour earlier at 2 p.m. Obviously on Sky Sports F1, highlights on Channel 4, and in the US it is on new Apple TV. But the Red Bull Ring is set in the idyllic Styrian Hill and is about 700 metres above sea level. It's a very short track, producing some of the intense and fastest qualifying laps on the calendar. It's also a circuit that provides plenty of overtaking opportunities with free long strokes and twisty corners. It was originally named the Austrian Ring and held the Austrian Grand Prix in 1970 to 87. The circuit was then designed by Hermann Tilke for the A1 Ring era between 96 and 2003. Then came Red Bull owner Dietrich Mateschitz, who bought the circuit in 2011 and rebranded it the Red Bull Ring. Obviously, it's been a key part of the circuit since it returned in about 2014. The weather for this weekend is due to have light rain throughout, with highs of 30 degrees. When there isn't rain, it's definitely sun with cloudy conditions. Norris, though, stormed the pole last year here with a blistering lap and finished half a second ahead of Leclerc. The Brit then drove a convincing drive to take his third victory of the season, managing to close the gap to Piastri to 15 points in the championships. Leclerc finished third ahead of Hamilton. Russell won here in 2024, rounded out the top 5 in his Mercedes. Mercedes have been dominant throughout the 26th season after winning every race, but last time out Ferrari came to play and Hamilton came out on top. The track is likely to suit the Silver Arrows in long straights, but Ferrari also strong in its cornering speed. But after Anthony scored no points in Spain, Hamilton will be hunting to close down the championship. His former boss Total Wolff said that if he smells blood he goes. So yeah, will Lewis Hamilton be able to keep up that form? That will be a very big question coming into this weekend. On Friday in Austria, it was Mercedes-Benz who looked pretty solid, with Kimi Antonelli topping both sessions, George Russell struggling a bit more, but it was the McLarens hot on their tails, and Red Bull not far behind as well. Ferrari maybe struggling a bit, but obviously we saw that a bit in Spain too, and obviously they came through with flying pace in the race. So yeah, it'll be interesting if kind of a similar thing happens this weekend. But on the Friday sessions at least, it looks like the two Mercedes teams, obviously the work Mercedes teams and the McLaren, seem to be in a strong position, especially Kimi Antonelli. And before I go, my predictions for this weekend, I can kind of see it being back to a Mercedes kind of stronghold this race. I think obviously more power, there's some fast corners as well which could suit them. So yeah, I think Antonelli does seem to have the measure of Russell at the moment, so I'm going to say it'd be pole and win Kimi Antonelli, with George Russell coming home in second. I don't think Ferrari will be as strong here. You never know, if they do have an engine upgrade they could be a bit stronger, but I think it will be McLaren of Lando Norris that finishes third here. But yeah, watch out for the reliability of those Mercedes cars. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.